Good afternoon, fellow Santa Cruz owners. Preacher Man with another segment on Preacher Man's Santa Cruz build. As you know, I have a dog who's about 18 months old. She loves the sunroof, and so she loves to stand right here on this. That's why I bought this cover for to put on it. Now on the Santa Cruz, the problem is the locking differential is here. Downhill descent, parking brake and camera and so on are here, and there's seat warmers are here. On the Tucson, the seat warmers were on the dash, the parking descent and the brake, and the locking differential was on the left side of the steering wheel. So that presented a problem because the first time she rode with me in the car and I left her unattended for a moment, she was in the front seat and had stepped on the buttons. And we started down the road and the differential was locked. Thankfully, I didn't go over the speed of 18 miles an hour with differential locked. So, how to resolve that issue? I had this blue basket. That's Lucy. That I cut and folded. It was just about wide enough, and it slides up underneath here. But that presented a couple problems. It moved side to side a little bit, and to put the gear in shift, it didn't allow it to come all the way back. I knew it needed something wider than this, so I took the measurements and I found this, which was perfect. Just the perfect width. Get a good image of it. The nice thing about this was it extends. I thought, well, that'd be great. So I figured out it extended all the way. I test fitted it, and it was the perfect width and the perfect length, and it doesn't really move around too much. It allows plenty of room for the shifter to come back into drive. The only thing it doesn't protect is the buttons for the seat warmers, but hey, I can live with that. You'll know when your butt's warm, you can turn that off. So the only thing to do now is I would like to put a hole in it so I can use my cup holder for my tall water bottles. So that's the next part. Lucy decides she's going to lay down in the back seat. So to find out what size hole I need, I got a couple of these hole saws. That's not the right term, I don't think. That one almost perfectly fits down in there. That would be probably big enough. That one would be too big. So I think if I put it just at the edge of the flat on top, I need to line it up front to back where I need it. I know that outside edge fits down in there. So the attachment I had on the socket, I put in my drill. Seems to work better in reverse on this one. pair of cutters to finish it off. All right, so it's a little rough at the moment. I went as far this way as I thought I could and as far forward as I thought I could. So let's do a test fit. Obviously the hole's a little bigger than it should be, needed to be, but I think it'll work for me. Now to get a file and clean up the edges. It's all cleaned up. I got to thinking while I was sanding this down that I forgot to videotape using the file to clean up the edges. I got thinking about it. The hole was wishful thinking for me, made it convenient. I could leave this in place, still use the cup holder and all that. Good news is $1.25 at the Dollar Tree and the kitchen supplies was where this basket was, and I know that the black part will fit. One final thought before that test drive. With a water bottle in the hole, that would stabilize it and keep the dog from moving it around. So that fear I may not have to worry about. So we'll see.